everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hack'em This is the LB Hack'em channel, and we're gonna play some Monster of the Week again. Woo!
Woo!
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Classic, for your resubscription. Always love your lurk. Good to see everyone in chat. Good to see all of my wonderful players back again. They weren't scared away last time, so I got to do a better job this time. We're gonna go around and have
run away.
Absolutely. We're going to have everyone go around and introduce themselves. But first, today is August 14th, 2021, and you are loved, and we appreciate you, and we want to make sure that everyone out there knows that we love you and care about you. And sometimes that's important. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that virtual hug. So want to make sure you know that. But let's go around, and starting with Lauren, to tell everyone who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Hi, I'm Ren Reckless. I am here on this channel most of the time, and I am playing Lennox Cromwell, the mundane, tonight. Just hanging out and pointing out things.
Pointing out things, love it. All right, thanks for joining us again, because I know last time was your first time, and it was a little spooky, and hopefully today we'll keep up that momentum from last time.
Yes.
Spooky momentum.
Spooky momentum. Next up is Ted. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, my name is Ted, otherwise known as Nerd Immersion, and I will be playing the divine Virgil Kane. So it'll be being over there, being a cool guy, finding lack of eyeballs and things. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Cool guy, Ted. Love it. Thank you for joining us again. And of course, our new best friends to the channel, Harlan from Better Than Heroes.
Yeah, hi, hello. I'm Harlan Kelly. I am the DM over at Better Than Heroes, like you said. And I am playing Becca the Bug Berman. She goes by Bug to her friends. And she is the Flake in the Monster of the Week build.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, Pug, for those gifted subs. We appreciate you so much. We just recently hit 100 subs, and it's just blown my mind. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you. And of course, our other new best friend to the channel, also from Better Than Heroes, Aaron.
Hello. Hi, I'm Aaron Uris. I'm a writer and comedian and a streamer, apparently. And I play Broom. Broom is a mist goblin from beyond the Witchlight Vale.
Ooh.
Quickly becoming one of my favorite characters.
Humans, and it's weird.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. And yeah, I'm LB Hack'em again of the LB Hack'em channel. I do a lot of streaming. Just check my Twitter for it. But tonight, I shall be the keeper, which is the person who runs the game and tries to, keep these chuckleheads in line at some level. But so last time we started this game, it was last week, and we went through our character creation, which is very important in Monster of the Week setting, and we met all of our wonderful characters and found out how they were all connected to each other. The story, or the hook, began when now I'm not going to remember anyone's character's names, because here I have to do a recap by myself, which I don't normally have to do on this channel, and I am appalled.
I wrote them down in my notes. If you want them, I'm just bragging, flexing, and I wrote down physical notes.
Exactly. Lauren, what was your character's name?
Lenny.
Lenny. I didn't put it.
I am from the prominent family of the longest.
Bug. And you know what? I'm fucking dumb. I have it on the I have it all right here, Virgil. Okay, so Becca's or Lennox's uncle Chief of Police Tack Hailstorm contacted her regarding a series of people who have gone missing and a wolf that had been found mutilated and eaten. They all met up, the group got together, and they all went down to the police station and talked to the chief of police. He told them to keep him involved and keep him up to date on things. The group quickly decided they didn't want to do that, but then they went down to the coroner's office, met Connor, who was the coroner there, and found out he's into sassy farm girls. Yeah. And they discovered that the wolf had fleas, and Bug very well and very smartly spoke to the fleas on the wolf and was able to determine that the creature that had attacked this wolf was humanoid but not human. And then they went out to the summer camp where there had been a boy that had been missing. One of the other boys was with him, had been found and brought back, and he had left quickly before the group had to come out there. They noticed that they didn't see anyone on the drive out, and they saw a offshoot, a little service road on the way back to town. So Broom did some very nice magic and saw the car with the brother and the sister drive off onto this service road. So they decided to follow it, and they found the car parked still warm, and there was a figure inside. The sister was left in the front seat, and as they examined her, Sarah was moved back and found to be dead with her eyeballs removed from her head. And this is where we're going to pick up our intrepid heroes looking upon this body in this car, now with all their fingerprints on it, just want to point out. And that's where we're going to pick up. What do you guys want to do now that you've seen this wonderful view before you?
Is she dead?
Yes, most certainly.
Oh. It's always so hard to tell.
I mean, she doesn't
Lack
have
of
eyes.
eyeballs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
I mean,
I thought
I've
it
learned
was some
that-
kind of beautification technique.
Broom, do you find eyes gross? Is that
No, no,
do
not.
you feel like faces
no.
look better with eyes? Without eyes?
Oh well, no, I prefer with to without.
Okay. Good, because that would have made you quite suspicious.
I mean, I'm not like a prude or anything, but I prefer with.
I would like to investigate it for bugs, just to see how, try and estimate how long the body has been here. Like I know that we saw in the vision it like turning off, and maybe like how long she's been dead.
Yeah, you are able to look over this body. There are no bugs on it. It seems to be, again, it was the eyes were dripping with blood, so it was a very, very recent kill.
Was there like tracks? Oh well, this is often like a ditch, right, or in a cloth, something, right?
They
Or-
pulled off to the side of the road,
right.
sort of in between some trees.
Okay.
But
Is
they
there like
are...
a blood trail or footprints leading away from the car?
Well, that sounds like you want to do another roll, isn't it?
I mean,
Oh,
the way things have been going, no, I don't, but I will. You tell me what I need to roll, LB. What is this?
You need to read a bad situation because this is not an ideal situation.
That is true. All right, here we go. Reading a bad situation.
Come on, roll 20. Come on. Oh my god.
Of a 2. So
Okie dokie.
taking that experience all
that
day.
experience.
You do. And this is the one where it's okay if you fail because nothing bad happens on a failure. Except for you don't find anything.
I'm gonna say, clearly, he's a master of disguise, and we'll never be able to find him. As I'm like, yeah, I don't know. He's gone.
Just standing there with your hands on your hips looking.
So Bug is just like sitting here and like looking at everything too. I'd love to investigate a mystery as I'm, kind of like the flake trying to like put it all together and see everything with what we know and what us seeing a body firsthand that's like fresh and it's just been harmed to see if I can just put anything together.
Absolutely. Roll it.
Okay, cool. So I roll both the dice here. I add my sharp, which is +2, so I got a 10 altogether.
Awesome. So on a 10, you hold 2, which means you can ask 2 questions from this or 2 questions in general.
What is being concealed here is the first question I want to know.
Okay. So you look at this scene before you, and you're very good at putting things together, stringing ideas. You notice that she is dressed in a very odd way. She is in basically PG-13 undergarments. And you see that the blood on the floor, she was leaned over, but it seems to be that it's kind of more messy than it should be. Like maybe she was moved around a little bit. Maybe, she was maneuvered in a certain way. Again, this is a very odd way for a person to be dressed, having just left camp with her brother.
Right.
Yeah, it just seems you notice that the door on the inside it has blood splatter on it, but you don't see any like finger marks or anything like that. And on the outside, it seems to be, it's a red car. And you can kind of see that there's a bit of a palm print at the very top as someone had closed the door.
Okay, so Bug very I don't know, I'm sure there's a shocking scene for us all to come upon. And just after staring very closely at the body for a second and just looking it up and down and kind of smells it a little, and she goes, she didn't die here. She's put in here.
Never saw it coming.
I think someone's being framed. Or this body's being transported.
I have a couple of questions for the GM. What is in this game? GM? Keeper?
The Keeper.
The Keeper. I have a couple.
You can call me
Mistress.
Okay.
Keeper's fine. I feel like I should be paying if I'm calling somebody Mistress. Is she wearing what she was wearing when I saw her through my sort of scrying?
When you saw her, she was wearing the camp polo, which is that dark green polo. And if she was wearing the outfit, I don't necessarily think that you saw her legs, but you could presume that she was wearing some sort of khakis as per the vision or per what you saw at the camp.
So her clothes have been changed.
Mm-hmm. Or removed.
And she was driving the car.
No, she was in the passenger seat.
She was in the passenger seat. Her brother was driving the car?
The brother was driving. And she is currently still in the passenger seat.
Got it. Someone took her clothes.
That's weird.
I could try to do some magic.
Oh,
I know. It's my solution for everything.
It worked last time.
I do love it when you do magic. I think I have one more question with
you
10, right? Can I ask, where did it go as well?
Absolutely. You kind of look around and you can see on the floor of this forest, there are a lot of disturbed leaves and branches just because the car pulled in here. But also, it seems that there was something standing outside of the car. Someone had to have closed the door. And as you continue to look, as you look around, you notice that the path that is leading away from this car seems to be not only the footprints from the car, but they were also joined by another set of footprints.
There's a party in the woods.
Should we follow the footprints?
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
Whenever there is a party in the woods, we should go.
Yes.
Definitely.
Always been my experience.
This might not be a fun party, though.
Oh. Most parties aren't.
It's true.
All right. So you continue, try to follow this trail.
Well,
Uh,
I still have an idea for some magic that could give us some info. Or should we just go?
No, I think before we go into the spooky woods, we should definitely get some info. I'm pro that.
I am also pro that.
I let me know if I can even do this, but I think Bloom wants to use some magic to see through this girl's eyes wherever they are now.
Sure. Oh, I mean,
Does that make sense?
yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, yeah. So let's roll a use magic. This will
Alright.
be that's a very creative way to do it. I haven't heard of that. So this is going to be I mean, it's kind of observe at other place or time, but also doing one thing beyond human limitations.
Sure.
So go ahead and roll me plus weird.
Plus weird, so 2d6 plus
2d6 plus your weird.
Weird. All right. That's an 11.
Oh, dang. Killing it today, except for Ted. Suck it.
Right.
All right. The magic works without issue. You choose to see from this girl's vision.
Yes.
What does it look like when you're using this? You're very blurry.
Oh, I am. I can fix it.
Not you are.
It's part of my magic. I go very blurry, and then I come back. Bloom's eyes glow with a sort of otherworldly light as he concentrates on this girl's body, and then her eye sockets, they glow with that same sickly light.
Oh, I love it. All right. So you begin to see it's very blurry at first, and then you're kind of getting this diopter shot where there is a black sort of filter over everything you're seeing, but you can make out movement through the woods. It seems like somebody is walking, and as you're watching this person, you can see that through this sort of blurry lens, you're almost getting like a watery vibe from it, as if you're getting sort of double movement, as if, I don't know how to describe it better than, like, you know how when you carry a jug of water, it moves and you move,
Sure.
and it's kind of the similar thing. You see this vision of these people walking, or this person walking through the woods, and they kind of emerge on the edge of a parking lot, and you can see the back of this building, and it's painted very bright yellow, and you definitely recognize it from the town. It is the convenience store called the Family Standard, and you know that it kind of backs up to the woods, and you see this person like kind of looking around, and they turn and they look at a figure next to them that you have seen from your vision. They look at this person, they give a nod. You see the vision clearly nod, and they both split. And then you're brought back into your own body.
Oh my. Someone either has the eyes in some kind of jar or they're in someone's head. Can't quite tell.
Oh.
Is removing the eyes allowed in this realm?
Definitely not. No.
Is it frowned upon?
It is.
Not unless you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's a doctor then.
Yes, we found the
No,
culprit. A doctor.
It's unlikely. They're headed to the town, to the yellow building, the Family Standard. It's where I go to procure my fizzy waters.
Well, then I guess we know where we're going.
Yes, I could use something effervescent.
Does the woods, like, does the information line up with like this path that goes through the woods and the convenience store? Is it like a 1-to-1? Does it make sense they would be in front of us?
Yes. So, I mean, you can, from that, you can determine that they were walking through the woods straight to town, not going on the road that kind of curves around and has to move around the hills of the area. If you walk a straight shot from here, I mean, not that you guys would know this, but if you walk a straight shot from here, it is feasible that they could have made it to town at this point.
Okay, cool. So would it be faster for us right now to get in the car or to cut through the woods and like go around?
It'd be about the same.
Okay.
I could fly there.
Well, the rest of us have to drive there, Broom.
Yeah.
Well, I understand. I just meant if we want to get an eye on the situation. And maybe, I can get in there with time to get some. The drink is not, it doesn't matter. I don't need that. It's fine.
I mean, if you feel comfortable flying ahead, it would be faster than us. If they try to Dutch out and go somewhere else, you'll have a better idea.
All right. And I turn into vapor and then materialize into a bird, an osprey.
Wonderful.
And I fly away. Goodbye. Oh. Yes, I do a bird cry, but in this voice.
Oh, that's worse. So much worse.
Oh.
All right. I guess, hop on my motorcycle and head back to town, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get back in the van and...
Oh, and I turn around as a bird and I say, is it necessary to call what's his name? Hailstorm, the gendarme.
You mean Uncle?
Yes.
Uncle Chief?
Oh, yes, of course, Uncle. Should we call Uncle? I forgot my own joke. Shouldn't we call Uncle?
I'm against
says
it.
the bird.
I mean, we said we would keep him in the loop, but do we really want to keep him in the loop?
Oh, he loves the loop.
Of course he loves the loop. But do we want him in the loop?
He's keeping everyone else out of the loop by not sharing the monster information with us. So I feel like we could be discreet about our looping.
Okay.
But
I'm also pretty sure he likes his eyeballs. Right where they're at.
I think so, too.
That's true.
But I trust Lenny wholeheartedly. If she thinks that we should tell him, I'll go along with it.
I think we should get a little more information before we give him a call. I don't think we have anything too concrete. We could leave an anonymous
I gesture
message.
At the dead body
yes.
in the car.
We could leave
an
anonymous...
Lenny, but...
I suppose the local gendarmes have more pressing matters than a simple killing.
Well, Lenny, you would know best. Can we get in trouble for being here with the dead body?
Probably. Since we did touch it.
Do you think Uncle could get us out of that trouble?
He could. He definitely could. We should
Do we
probably...
have to pay him?
No, we shouldn't have to pay him. But we should probably call him just to avoid any mix-ups on our part. We don't want to go to jail.
That's true. I do not want to go to jail.
No, I don't think we would do good in jail. Well, Virgil might.
Jail?
But I don't think we would. Jail is where they lock you up and you can never get out.
Oh.
I mean,
realistically, you could probably
get out.
You could just go through the wall, right?
Bug and I could
Iron
not get
bars,
out.
baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a for-profit structure in the world that is just like viscerally terrible to most human. Like she starts going off on like more concrete information than you. She's like reading an article that she has clearly read. This is the information that
I mean,
have
there
on
are
it.
companies that profit from this
Yes, it's
establishment.
terrible. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Bug is saying it's like as she's
and
getting in the van.
Who's
You're
this
still
Mitch
a bird,
McConnell?
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna call Uncle Chief.
I fly away once we start talking about.
And they
Mitch
can just
McConnell.
be still talking, and I'll call Uncle Chief to let him know we have found a dead body.
All right. That you call up Uncle Chief, you call Tact, and he answers the phone. Ugh, Lenny, please tell me this isn't one of your endeavors and it's just a normal, everyday, someone's gone missing.
Surprise! We found another dead body.
There's been a murder.
Bug's just yelling.
Yeah.
Are you safe? Are you okay?
Yes, we're fine. But something weird about the body.
It's dead.
Yeah. Well, tell your cousin that usually is how it is.
He said that's usually how it is.
Oh.
She's missing her eyes.
All right, well, don't touch anything. Where are you?
We did already. We touched. Bug is just continuing to like yell from the side of the thing, like
Don't
an old
touch.
person.
Don't touch anything else.
Okay.
Just are you staying at the crime scene?
No, we're gonna go get some soda.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I have a domestic disturbance that I need to go to, but I will send my deputy. I'll send Alan over that way. Where exactly are you?
We're on the little right outside of camp. It was a dirt road, right? A little dirt road outside of it's that little off road, the dirt road right outside the camp. And there's a red car here with a body in it.
All right. All right. I will send Alan that way. Just do you have any idea what this thing is?
No.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know?
Tell him we didn't kill her.
Bug wants you to know that we didn't kill her.
I'm very aware that none of you are capable of killing something like this. Maybe Virgil, eyeball taken, probably not his style.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we've found so far.
All right. Well, all right. Well, just stay safe and thank you for keeping me in the loop. I appreciate it.
Of course, we'd always keep you in the loop.
That is a lie, but I love you anyways. All right.
I love you too, Uncle Chief.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And he hangs up.
Oh, you handled that well. That seemed like a high pressure situation.
It was. I did good. I kept my cool. I don't think I gave him too much information, but I gave him the important stuff, right?
Just the right amount of looping. Bug nods.
Yes. Well, I guess we should drive to the store now.
Hell yeah. We're gonna solve a mystery, cuz.
We are. We're the best.
I hope we make another monster friend, though.
Maybe. I don't know if this one is the right one, since it did take her eyes.
That's a good point. I'll
We'll
take
find
that
a
into
new one.
consideration in my future calculations about whether or not we can be friends with this monster.
Good. And then we continue driving while chit-chatting up to the convenience store.
Wonderful. All right. Broom, you are flying
Yes.
as the... what are you?
I'm an osprey.
As the osprey flies, it only takes you about 15 minutes.
We can just say I'm like some sort of weird fey bird that doesn't really exist. It's a vague
Sure.
raptor type creature.
Wonderful. A very small raptor-like bird with, let's say, like rainbow plumage
Absolutely.
flying through. You fly over a lot of little hills and think about how, gosh, it would suck if you had to like walk all this way. That would have been super long. And driving is just the worst.
Yes.
But you fly and you know roughly where this store is. You get to where you can see the back of it. You see the yellow of the store. It's not a very large store. I mean, probably the size of a normal post office, but it has all of the fixins that you would need, alcohol, and, you know,
That's
a
it.
very
Those are all the
small
fixins.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And a deli, and then, you know, they don't make bread there, but is bread available, eggs and all that. But yeah, so you see the convenience store before you. What would you like to do?
Do I see any of the boys or whoever it was?
Right now, you see some people walking at the front of the store. No one you recognize. I mean, besides like the normal town folks. It did take you a little bit to get over here, but you can kind of like perch on top and keep an eye out. But there doesn't seem to be anything much going on. People are shopping. There's probably like 10 cars in this parking lot right now. There were 2 cars parked behind, but those are probably just the people who work there or own the shop. You know that it is run by the Smoke Burns, Linda and Karen. They run the family standard, and they are probably have at least one employee working right now.
All right. I don't know if I should wait or if I should go in there and see if there's monsters in there. I'm going to land in the back, and I'm going to take a human form.
Ugh. What do you look like?
He looks like a sort of androgynous young person with slicked back silver hair, but again wearing sort of an amalgamation of the clothes that Broom sees people wear around these parts. So he's got like carpenter jeans and a Carhartt work shirt and a John Deere hat, but
Perfect.
he looks like someone who didn't have time to take off their elf cosplay before they had to go work at a lumber yard.
Love it.
Perfect. If I was watching this on TV, I would be like, well, that dude definitely murdered everybody. Like, this is the person who did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is it.
This
You
is
guys
the
solved it.
eyeball
It was
guy.
Broom the whole time.
I look quite alien.
Yeah. You want to walk in to the front?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I will walk into the store.
Perfect. The sliding doors open for you. There are like 3 registers up at the front, and you see the one cashier, and you can see sort of talking to one of the shoppers is Linda Smokeburn. She has like sort of a very severe bob that is sort of a light brown hair. She's like very friendly with people. Like she's a toucher. She like put her hand on your shoulder and like, you know, grab your hand and really hold on to it when she shakes it. She seems to be locked in conversation with one of the older patrons of the establishment, and you can't see the whole store from here, but you can see a lot of it, and you can just see a few people shopping here and there. There doesn't seem to be any disturbance going on at this moment.
All right. Yes, I'll sort of walk into the middle of the store and just look around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the boy that I saw.
Mm-hmm. All right. You continue to look around. You don't really see that person that you saw in your vision, or in either of your visions, I guess I should say. But Linda ends up walking up to you very, I'm not going to say horror-esque, but like she's kind of just there when you turn around. And she, hello, darling. I haven't seen you around here before. Who are you? Have you been here before?
Hail. I am Daniel.
So lovely to meet you, Danielle. Are you new in town, or are you just visiting?
Yes, quite new, but also newly visiting.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. She kind of like touches your shoulder. Well, is there anything that I can help you with?
I like look as she makes contact with my shoulder. I look at her hand touching my shoulder and look back at her. Well, what did she ask me? Sorry.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, yes. I'm looking for a boy from the camp. Have you seen him?
The one that went missing? Oh, honey, are you in town for the search party?
Yes.
Oh. Well, he's not here, I can tell you that. Are you just getting some goodies for the search?
Yes. Goodies. What do people buy here?
Oh, well, we have a lot of really nice things. There is a local brewery. They have some of their nicest beers. It's a lot of IPAs. I really like them. They have a pineapple sour. It is quite amazing. But for the most part, people really just like our ding dongs.
Ding dongs.
Yeah, the local baker makes them.
What is a ding dong?
Well, I don't know what
I've
a ding
never
dong
tried.
is. It's like a chocolate thing, right? Now I said it.
I sort of make eye contact with the refrigerator case with like sparkling with like Perrier in it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sort of in awe walk over to the Perrier case.
Mm. Well, as she starts to explain, it's a little marshmallow, kind of covered in chocolate. It's got a little bit of a like cake to the bottom of it. People really like it. Yes, it's not covered in milk chocolate. Sometimes I like to drizzle a little white chocolate on top of it. It's just so good.
I'll have that.
Oh, perfect. How many do you want? Do you want some for all of them? I assume there's a lot of people up there.
Yes. Enough for everyone, please.
Perfect. I'm going to go grab that for you. I'll leave it right up the front for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Not a problem, sweetheart. It was so lovely to meet you.
And I'm gonna grab one Perrier, and then I grab another one, and then I just sort of keep taking them until I can't carry anymore and walk up to the cash register.
As you are doing that, you see Linda walk up with sort of a stack of these ding dongs that have been they're like in plastic packaging and have like a sticker as the sealant on them, FDA maybe approved, but she has like probably 6 of these boxes for you that have at least 6 in them.
Oh, doggy. All right.
Rainer. All right, well, you have a lovely day, darling, and I really hope you find that lost boy.
Thank you. So do I. You're sure you haven't seen him around?
Well,
perhaps
no, I have.
Traveling with a companion.
A companion? No. Well, I mean, there have been some of the campers who have come down to get treats. Again, they really like the ding dongs. I mean,
Today, have campers been this day?
Not in the store, no, but I know we've seen some around.
Around? Outside?
Yeah. Well, I don't know for sure if it was today, but I definitely have seen that. You know, that they cute little dark green polos.
Yes. The mark of the camper.
Mm.
I'm going to point at the back wall behind the register at the cigarettes and say, "What's that?"
Oh, honey, those are cigarettes. Do you smoke?
Smoke. Yes. Yeah, I do. Yes.
Well, do you want some? We'll need to see ID, of course.
ID.
Yes, your identification, love.
I'm going to look at her in her eyes and use magic to make her give me some cigarettes. I don't have ID. I just want her to just a little bit of compulsion. Just
Absolutely.
some light mind control. Nothing.
I will let you do this fey bullshit. Roll me that magic.
This is the magic version of the like, oh shoot, I don't have my ID on me, and the person's like, it's okay, you look over 21, and you're fine.
Yeah.
12. 12.
Oh, 12. I'm sorry. I heard, oh. Okay, yeah. So you do a Jedi magic trick on her. Do you carry money, Broom?
Yeah, I think Broom has money that he has been stealing from people.
Has he been stealing from the rich grandma? From my rich grandma?
I think mostly her neighbors. I don't think he really takes anything from Penny.
Wonderful.
So he has like a in his pocket. He has like coins and stuff and like crumpled bills. And like a lot of them are ones, but like there's a few hundreds in there and stuff.
Yeah. And you kind of do this mind trick on her, and she just kind of zones out for a second as you can feel it taking effect. And she just kind of shakes her head. And she's like, I'm sorry, what kind did you say you wanted?
That one. I just point at a
And
bright,
she'll,
brightly
like,
colored one.
touch it and like look at you and then pull it off and give it to you. And she says to the cashier, oh, he's okay, honey. Don't worry about him.
I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
And you are able to purchase these items and your cigarettes and leave.
Cool. I go outside and I unwrap the cigarettes and I take one out and I look at it and I eat it. I put it slowly in my mouth.
So you guys pull up and you see this man in a John Deere hat, work clothing with silver hair slicked back under the hat, sitting on the front curb of this building. They take out a cigarette and eat it.
I'm like, oh, look, it's Broom.
A smile creeps across Broom's face.
I'm like, this is definitely the monster that's taking the eyeballs. We should probably take it out right now.
No, Virgil, you're just trying to find another way to kill Broom.
So we
very cool of you, but sorry.
Always so cool. Virgil is. What can we say?
Yeah, and I have like bags, like grocery bags, full of sparkling water and ding dongs.
And did you find him?
Oh no, they hadn't seen the boy.
Did you ask if you've seen the brother from your vision?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What's with the grocery bags?
Oh, these are ding dongs. They're enough for everyone.
Can I have a cigarette?
No.
Sure, if you're hungry.
You were eating the cigarettes?
What else would I do with them?
You tuck them behind your ear. It looks really cool. People do it in movies.
Oh.
Is that why you want one, Bug? You just want...
Yes.
I put one behind my ear.
Then sure. You're supposed to smoke them. You know?
Smoke.
You light them, then smoke.
Yeah.
Into your
It's
lung.
very bad for you, though.
It's
It's terrible.
Would it be bad for Brew?
No, I don't think so. I don't have conventional lungs.
Bug writes that down. She like pulls out a notebook and writes that down. Love it.
Broom, your stomach starts to get a little upset.
Oh no. What is this feeling?
You've felt this feeling before.
I've felt
a very small ting of iron
iron.
In the cigarettes.
Oh,
There's
no.
iron in cigarettes.
That's right. Oh God. Oh, these. Oh, take them away. Oh no.
I'll take them. I'll take them.
Oh God.
And I'll remember that as I like tuck them in a suit jacket pocket.
You're right. They are bad for you. Oh my.
This is me eating fast food where at first I'm like, this is great. And then
No.
5 minutes later.
His like Broom's skin is like his shape, his shifted form is like glitching a little bit. He looks like slightly worn and almost metallic. Like the iron is not good for him.
Mm-hmm.
You're muted.
Oh, you're
So
muted.
somebody walks by and it's just like, oh, hi, Lenny. Hi, Becca.
Hi. Should we get off the street so people don't see you shifting like that, Broom?
Gods below, my death is coming.
Virgil, what did you do?
And then I pull out the cigarettes and I was like, huh. This is all it takes. Huh. Put them back in my pocket for later.
Virgil,
Oh,
I want you to
take
know.
more than that. You wish. You son of.
Virgil, I want you to know that right now I respect you a lot. And if you harm Broom, I will respect you 0.
Yes, I won't respect you either if you harm me. I turn into a cat. I walk around the corner and I turn into a cat and start throwing up.
As a cat, you are able to expel this very minute bit of iron from your system.
Excellent.
Well, as fun as this has been.
Nice try, Virgil.
Well, better luck next time. So there's somewhere in town,
Yeah.
we assume.
You're the monster hunter. What do we do now?
That's a good question. And I'll just look to Broom in cat form, I guess, and be like, so you saw them come to this building is where you saw them.
Yes, I'm certain of it. They came this way.
Did you see front, back of the store? You got any
They came
direction?
they walked towards the back of the store. And they spoke to someone. Oh, wait. Do I have any idea who they were talking to in my vision with the eyes?
You didn't see them speak to anybody. You saw a
They
nod.
nodded at someone.
And then
Was-
the person walked sort of, they could have been walking towards the front of the store or just into town.
Do I know who that was?
That was the brother.
The brother
Oh.
is who they nodded to. Got it. Perhaps they split up.
Yeah, and he's not the brother's not the missing camper, right? He was with the missing camper.
He's the
Correct.
one that was
Yeah.
found.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Perhaps I didn't communicate clearly. with the clerk.
So, okay.
It occurs
Jacob
to me
and
that
Sarah-
perhaps someone else should maybe have taken point on this. I really wanted some fizzy water. Then I got upsold some ding-dongs, and then I had to use magic to get these cigarettes, and then they hurt my stomach with wicked iron.
All right.
So
I
maybe
say go look around the
yeah.
back of the store at the start as a start. Maybe there's something there. And then if not, maybe we can go actually ask if people
Yeah.
have seen the people we're looking for.
Re-ask
I'm
Linda.
so sorry, everyone. I've done terribly. It was great content, but I didn't do very well at advancing the mystery.
Well, you did ask if there was a camper in the store. If anyone saw a camper,
Okay, that's true.
Jacob and Sarah were the siblings. Jacob was also in the camper uniform, so
Right. Okay.
they did not see any campers in the store. So you did a
All
pretty
right.
good job.
I've been hard on myself. It was the iron talking.
Let's start at the back of the store.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
there's something there.
It's okay, Brew. That's why we have Virgil. He's the experienced monster hunter, and we're all new to it. You being a monster yourself and just newly flipping.
I don't
sides.
love that word.
Oh, I mean, please know that I use it with a deep affection
Oh,
and respect.
I'm one of the good ones, am I?
No, I just wish I was a monster.
Oh, right. I see.
I feel like at this point now I will take out a cigarette and I will light the cigarette as just to accentuate this fact.
Okay, no need to threaten anyone, Virgil. I say, and I'm like,
And just
We'll follow
because,
you.
now it's now an air of superiority, I feel like, as I smoke the cigarette as we walk towards the back of the store.
Try eating it and then see how you feel, tough guy.
I mean, fair.
I'll just like take a long drag and just casually blow out smoke as I walk around towards the back of the store.
I will stay as a cat for now.
All right. You do so, and the rest of you can see the two cars parked behind this building. There is a back entrance and a loading dock. That is just like a garage door sort of situation. Broom, you are able to sort of go to the space where your vision was. As a cat, you have a very low angle on what you saw, but you are able to sort of see. You can the Jacob went sort of to the left of the store before your vision cut out, where you guys have come around from.
Boy, Jacob went this way.
The cat walks it back where you were going, where you were from.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to look around then if Jacob went that way and see if there's any, like, I only have what's being told from, secondhand from visions.
Yeah.
Is there like anything leading where this other person
Mhm.
supposedly went? If they had the eyeballs, maybe there's liquid or blood or
Sure.
footprints.
Yeah. So you are able to I'll just give this to you. You don't need to roll for it because bless your heart.
I was gonna fail it anyway. So.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to roll for it?
You'd
I mean,
get
a
the
little bit.
experience.
A little
All right,
bit.
go ahead. Yeah, let's
But I'm-
investigate a mystery here.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Experience.
All right, investigate a mystery. This one is one I haven't done, I don't think. So here we go.
Okay.
It's sharp.
Mhm.
8.
Oh,
That's an 8.
Whoa! What is going on?
All
You get to
right.
hold 1, which means you get to ask 1 question.
Where did it
Virgil's
go?
back at it.
Where did it go? Where did he come from? Where did he go? So you
That's
Sorry.
where is Cotton Eye Joe? Is the question.
where is
Yes,
Cotton
yeah,
Eye Joe? You are able to
Eyes, cotton eyes. This is it. We're on to it.
it.
Cracked
Get
it,
that
Ted.
red string out. We're making connections.
That's what I'm here
You-
for.
You are able to kind of look back and you see there's a little bit of blood sort of on the path, as if it seems very small drops,
Mhm.
not as if someone is currently bleeding, but perhaps there was blood involved. But you were able to see where he was walking as Broom sort of gives you this visual. He looks like he walked. You can guess that he walked sort of around the building to the front, where he has access to not only this store, but there is sort of a neighborhood to the left. There, you're on like the main thoroughfare, so he could have gone into town very easily. Again, this town is not very big, so he could have walked into town.
It's
gone-
really the anywhere, really.
yeah.
Okay.
From where you are standing, you can see that. Well, I guess you can. I mean, this isn't part of that. Well, no. So
You
yeah,
need me to
you
roll
could've-
again? I'll roll again.
No,
I'm on
no.
fire now.
Well, yeah, I mean, where you're standing, you can see the you can see the subdivision over there. With your eagle eyes and your divine senses, you see a police officer car. You can see tax car pull up into the neighborhood, just over that way. But really, all you see is just the hustle and bustle of. Well, when I say hustle and bustle, I mean like the couple
The
people
moseying.
moving around.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of a small
gotcha.
town.
And I'll just say, well, it looks like, from what you said, Broom, and there's a little bit of blood here on the ground, that this guy could go anywhere over this direction.
Mhm.
So finding this person, maybe we should stick with Jacob. That seems like maybe a safer bet. Also, is, as far as we know, maybe just a person, so hiding in things might be a little harder. I don't know.
The one who is not Jacob is the bearer of the eyes.
Correct. But as far as we know, there's the entire neighborhood over here and all these other locations where they could have gone. I mean, we could start there, but I don't think we have a great concrete place to go, and we're not entirely sure do we know what they look like? Did you have like a visual? I don't remember if you did on like what that person is. Or you just saw because from the eyes, right?
I don't think I've gotten a clear look, no.
No, so we know what Jacob looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
There-
the other...
Sorry, I will
No, go
say,
ahead.
as a Monster of the Week game, you can do a lot of like research to figure out what the creature is. Like that's part of it too. So you don't necessarily have to like follow them step by step. You
Sure.
can do that by all means, but you can like go do research
Right.
Yeah.
wherever
eyeball
you
plucking
choose
monster.
to. Yeah,
Could-
just kind of figure out what you're dealing with, how to deal with it, and then go after them.
Can we split up? Can Lenny and I go? Lenny, you're friends with the librarian, right? Can we
Yes.
go do research
Yeah,
and
sure.
you two like poke around town?
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But Bug suggests that, but then she's like, "Wait,
I mean,
but you have to promise not to murder each other."
Mm,
Mm,
all right.
fine.
I won't murder Virgil.
Great.
No spells
I
or
trust you
anything. either.
wholeheartedly.
Definitely won't feed Broom cigarettes.
I already know. You wouldn't be able to slip one past me.
Oh no! Now comes a game where I try to
Trying to
just like
stay-
put cigarettes on.
trying to
Broom.
feed me cigarettes like a dog getting medication.
Just
Here,
put
eat this
it
piece
inside.
of cheese. Nothing funny about it.
I'll just
Yeah,
start putting
it's-
it inside Perrier. I'll just break
I
it up.
just-
Put the tobacco inside the water.
Ew.
No, it's a
cigarette
special
just like
kind of fizzy water.
it just like bounces off his teeth like as he's driving straight.
Think, think, think. Yep, great stuff. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely try.
I think we can put aside our differences, which are many.
Indeed.
God, he's cool.
So cool.
We don't want him to get away, but Lenny has a good relationship with the librarian,
Yeah.
and we can find some information. So we just need to. You will make sure he's not just futzing around town, and we'll try and get some information about creatures that eat eyeballs.
Yeah, the more information we have on this thing, the better.
Yes.
I also
I agree.
my eyeballs being where they currently are.
Do we have a way to communicate with each other?
Do we have cell phones, right? We've called each other
Yeah.
before. I have a cell phone.
Yes.
We've had,
Oh,
we got a
you
phone
have
call.
one. I don't have
All
that.
right. Yeah. So just
Yeah, me
Call
neither.
me.
That's why it's important for us to split up and where how we do, because I also don't have a cell phone.
Yes.
But Lenny
all right.
has a
So
cell
Lenny,
phone.
call me when you figure something
Oh,
out.
yeah, I'm still a
Okay.
cat. I forgot.
Sounds good. We'll go to the library
Yeah.
and talk
All right.
to what
Okay.
was the librarian's name? Cynthia?
Yep.
Yes.
We'll go talk to
Cynthia
Cynthia
Levi, right?
and see
Mhm.
if she
Wow.
has any
Let's split the
information
party.
to give us.
Nothing bad will
Yeah.
happen.
This isn't D&D,
Yeah, it's worse.
This is
but I'm running it, so
It's much worse.
It's much worse.
All right, I have a very important question. Who has the ding dongs?
Broom's
Oh,
right.
right.
Dogs.
Can we put
Huh?
them on your motorcycle?
No, but-
I'm a cat right
He's a
now.
cat. There's no
Oh.
Yeah.
holding the ding dongs and the Perrier. That
I'm
we
walking. We have to. Oh no! I left my hole. We have to go and secure the fizzy water in the ding dongs.
Are you making Virgil carry them?
I
for
really
you?
hate all of this, but I will do it.
Let's
Virgil, take them. Put them in your saddlebags.
wait.
Yeah.
I want to bring Cynthia some ding dongs. I think she'll really
Oh yes,
enjoy
they're
that.
for everyone.
Gotta loosen her up.
Yeah,
with-
I'll give you. You guys take a box of these ding dongs here.
Are we familiar with these? You said like people enjoy them locally. Like, would we be familiar with these ding dongs? You're muted.
You're
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they're a local delicacy.
Okay,
The
cool.
ding
Cynthia
dongs are the
loves ding
murderer.
dongs. We'll bring her some.
The real
It's a-
monster is
It's a slow burn, but
diabetes.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a slow burn, but it'll get you every time.
All right, I will absolutely
Going
munch on
around
one.
taking people's feet.
Sorry, I zoned out for just a second and came back to that. I don't know.
Yes.
No,
Context,
this one
though.
takes eyes, Broom, not feet.
Right.
I'm gonna munch on a ding dong as we drive over.
All right. Broom and Virgil, you guys are walking around.
Or we could ride on your motorcycle.
Yeah, I guess we can ride because we really have we have like two general directions and
Yep.
nothing more.
Right.
So maybe
Okay.
at like a slower speed, just try to like, that's clearly
Cruise.
the kid, or like that guy looks weird and has a jar of eyeballs. Let's go talk to them.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. We will come back to the team We Hate Each Other, but first let's start off with Millennium Bug riding to the lovely library. It is a single-story building. I'm basing this off of the one in my hometown, which was like 3 rooms. It was a house at one point that they kind of just busted down the walls. There is like one section is a children's section, one section is nonfiction, and one section is fiction, and that's pretty much all you get. But they do have computers there if you'd like to search the web. You guys walk in and you are greeted. Cynthia is sitting at the front desk. She has her reading glasses on. They're kind of sort of at the bridge of her nose. She's a like mid-30s woman with sort of coiling black hair that falls over her shoulders, a darker complexion, and she is wearing like probably the loudest dress you've ever seen, very bright blue with flowers on it. And she's kind of leaning over, reading a book, and kind of glances up at you. And she says, "Lenny, darling, welcome."
real quick before I go into this. I pictured Miss Frizzle, and then you said a bright blue dress with flowers, so now it's just a Miss Frizzle dress in my head.
Yeah, hell yeah. This
Yeah.
Cynthia's got real Miss Frizzle energy where she like
Hell
totally-
yeah.
Yeah, it's canon.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Hey,
Well
Cynthia.
said.
I got some ding dongs for you.
They from the bakery?
They are.
That's so kind. Hi, Bug.
Hi, I ate 2 ding dongs. I think one of them was supposed to be for you, but I ate 2 of them.
Oh,
I just want to be honest and open with you because you're nice and I like you.
that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the treat. What do I owe this pleasure?
I have a hypothetical question situation for you.
She removes the glasses from her face. I love hypotheticals. Go ahead.
So, do you know of any lore or any mythical creatures that might eat eyes? Or take
Oh, of course. There are
eyes?
plenty of them. Like from people or from animals?
From people?
Or chop wolves up like steaks.
Oh. Well,
Hypothetically. In this
yeah,
town,
there's-
too. Is there any history of them in this town, hypothetically?
well, in this town it'd be a little bit trickier. But in general, yes, there's plenty of creatures that will eat eyeballs. Especially, I mean, there's plenty of creatures that eat eyeballs in nature. It's a very good source of different vitamins, and they're squishy, so they go bad the first. So they, hyenas and stuff will eat them.
Yeah,
First,
bugs usually eat the eyes first because they're soft
exactly.
and exposed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're looking for maybe like Cthulhian or like mystical, mythological.
Definitely non-human.
Okay. Well, I know of, a couple, but the internet might suit you better. There's a lot of, this land was all native land at one point, so they have they have a lot of different creatures that they spoke of. A lot of skinny, people, cannibalistic type things. But do you have anything else?
You don't eat eyes, do you, Cynthia?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Oh. Okay. I think I don't have anything else, but yeah. Thank you for your help. Maybe we will try the computers and see if
Yeah.
we get any more
Absolutely.
there.
Okay. Well, just let me know if you need anything, hon.
Okay. But we should do some research. We should get in our research mode and get on these
Wow.
computers and see if we can find anything.
Awesome. Lenny, you're so good with people. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. One of us
They're
has to.
complex. They're complex puzzles, and you just navigate them so easily.
Well, it helps when the person we're talking to is also just a little bit weird.
Yeah, like when I'm talking to you, how you're easier to talk to than
Yes.
most people.
I,
Yeah.
I think that Cynthia is a little weird inside. That's why we get along with her so well.
Right. Our hearts are similar, not in composition, but in spirit.
In spirit. Yes. Yes.
Got
Okay.
it.
Research.
All right, internet.
Internet.
Yeah,
Let's go.
the place where I feel the most comfortable.
Awesome. All right. You begin to search on the internet. I'm going to need someone to do an investigate a mystery roll, please.
I will do it because I haven't rolled yet today.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I'm looking at my notes because I don't remember. What is what? Okay.
Investigate a mystery. You're going to roll plus sharp.
Plus sharp. And I do no forwards, yes?
Can I
No
help her at
forwards.
all?
Wait until after her roll,
Okay.
because if you do it and fail, then bad things happen.
Got it.
But you are,
Welcome to the
yes. Yeah. All right. What'd you roll, Lauren?
I don't know where it went. Sorry. The Roll20 app.
That's
is
all right.
very-
Scroll down.
It's very
Scroll down.
strange. I don't know where
Uh,
it goes because I
The
popped-
far left tab.
You got a 6.
I got a 6.
You got a 6.
Yes, thank you. Just
Okay.
tell me because I have the thing popped
That's
out
fine.
on top of the other thing and it apparently
That's
won't let me
fine.
navigate it when it's like that.
Yes, that is not enough. But if Bug helps out, rolling plus cool, you can give them a +1.
Okay. I have a -1 to cool. Can I use my luck to have her automatically give it 12?
You can use it on your rolls. So
I
if
can't use it on
you-
other people's.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Cool. Well, then I'm gonna roll cool, and then if I fail, I'm gonna use my luck to help her. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I got a 6 on the dice, which is a 5 total, so worse than your roll. So I'm gonna use my luck. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. But is like,
Correct.
I can use luck here in the situation too?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yep, you can use luck, and that will give you a 12 on the roll. So instead of rolling the 6, you have rolled a 12, which means you give them a +1 on their roll,
So I get
which
1.
in turn, in this investigative mystery, allows Lauren's character, allows Lenny to ask one question.
Okay. Let me look at my.
But before
Yes.
we do that,
Yes.
your luck special, when you spend luck, pick an aspect of the current situation. The keeper will tell you what other conspiracies that aspect connects to.
Are you talking about?
Wait, is that me? Do I?
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
one
Do
are
I-
you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yes, that is Bugs.
Okay, cool. I'm
Luck
sorry.
special. Yeah. That's
So will you say that one more time? Then I'm sorry. I thought that was for Lenny.
It's all right. When you spend a luck, pick an aspect of the current situation. The keeper will tell you what other conspiracies that aspect connects to.
Ooh, I want to know how it's connected to, like, I want to know how it's connected to the town.
Okay.
So not just like specifically things about the monster, but like how it's connected to the town.
Okay. Lauren, why don't you ask your question and I will answer both.
I think the best question, I guess, since we're looking in the internet, would be what kind of creature takes eyeballs.
Okay.
Can my luck be like flavor wise? Just be like me being like, no, click that link. No, click that one. No, click that one.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you start to search, and the best place to start searching is like local legends, local lore, just to clear that base off before you start moving into other aspects of, the world of mythology and creatures and monsters and that sort of thing, because there are plenty. You know that this land again was originally the belonging to the indigenous people of the area, and they have a lot of different creatures that kind of fit this bill. There are the Wendigo, there are the hold on, I scrolled too far in my notes. I hate when I do this. There are skinwalkers and flying heads that sort of all have this aspect. Bug. I will get back to that conversation. But Bug, there how this kind of connects back to the town. There's no like ancient burial, anything like that. It's not a haunting. You know that sort of thing doesn't really make sense. But you do know that the town and the surrounding area does have a higher than average rate of people going missing in the mountains, the Teton Mountains. And you are kind of like going through this in your head and like running through all the statistics that I'm sure Bug has just filed away in there. And you are starting to like piece together that this side of the mountain, though it is not as busy, it's quieter than the other side of the mountain, which has Jackson Hole and all of the national park is, mostly on that side. That's where people like to visit. But percentage wise, this side of the mountain has historically had more people going missing on the trails and on the sort of this area. Table Mountain and Battleship Mountain, the Teton Canyon Trail, those, though it is a difficult trail, statistically has a higher chance of people going missing. And though you guys really don't get a lot of people coming through, you do get a lot of those hikers, and you're kind of thinking in your head about all of the, I mean, there's been a lot of searches for people going missing in the mountains, and you're kind of reliving all of those moments where you've heard, okay, another person has gone missing, another person has gone missing. And as you piece it together, you're realizing it's kind of become more and more frequent over the years.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it connects back.
It's escalating.
It seems to be escalating in some way.
I grew up in a really small town, and I feel like this is a moment when you realize, like when I went to college, I was like, oh, these are weird things about me that I didn't know were weird things about me because I'm from a small town and everyone is like this. So I think Bug is kind of having that moment where she's like, wait, the place that we live is weird. And she's like, look, click at that. She holds enough of the math in her head to be like, look, no, Lenny, click that link. Now click that. And it's like all like, it's like statistics about people going missing. And she's like, look, you know how that person went missing and that person went missing? I think this is I think that people don't just go missing all of the time in other places. I think there are reasons that people go missing sometimes, and it's a big deal. But you know how here it's like not a big deal that people go missing, and we kind of just shrug it off and don't think about it? Yeah. I think maybe it's a problem. Look. And she like punches it all into a spreadsheet. She's like leaning over Lenny. She's like, look, come here. Sorry. And she like punches it all in, and she like makes a graph quickly. And she's like, look. And it like shows the spike. She's like, it's weird.
That is weird. Never thought.
Sorry, I know that's not helpful to your mission at all, but I would recommend just clicking a bunch of links and see if anything pans out from that.
Lenny, you continue your looking into these different native creatures and the Native American folklore, and you're kind of like down to whether it's like a Wendigo or like a skinwalker or maybe a flying head, and you're kind of you're realizing that Wendigos, they are cannibals. They ate people, but they weren't very like they're creatures. They're monsters. They are like tear something apart and leave the remains just scattered. Like it is not precise in any way. And you're kind of like that doesn't seem like the path that you should be going down. But sort of this thing keeps going in your head of like eyeballs, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. And as you're reading more and more about these creatures, you're realizing that perhaps, like, yes, they might be eating people, they might be eating animals, but why would they take the eyes? What did they need the eyes for?
Sorry, I got really distracted because Josh gifted more subs.
Josh,
in the middle of what you were talking about. You. So I was like, got real focused for a second. So I'm sorry, I zoned out a little bit. We were between flying heads and skinwalkers and eating the eyes. What thing eats the eyes is what you were saying. Right. Why would they take the eyes? Why would they need the eyes? The eyes specifically. Do I have any sorry. No, go ahead. I was just like, do I have any more information to help me narrow it down? Yeah. So you know that, well, I guess as you're doing the research, I don't know what you personally know, but skinwalkers were known to be sort of shapeshifters in a way. In the lore, they are more of like they put on the skin of whatever it is, hence skinwalkers. They put on the skin of the things that they have killed, and they take on their spirit. Thank you, Mecca. You guys are so sweet. I can't stand it. You guys are amazing. You're gonna distract me, and I need to focus. They embody these things, but you know, as you keep kind of going down that line, you kind of realize that maybe this sort of supernatural element could be more mystical and magical, and not just them physically wearing someone's skin. Okay.
So it's not a Wendigo.
No.
It's not a skinwalker.
No. Yes.
That's not what I said.
Oh. It might be a Wendigo.
But-
It might be a Skinwalker.
Are they using the eyes for some sort of purpose? To see into somebody's life? See through? They took the eyes, and they were seeing through, like, Broom could see through the eyes that they took, and they're taking them for some reason.
Right. But if eyes are the window to the soul, then maybe they need the eyes so they can possess a soul.
Maybe they do.
And the Wendigos like splattered everywhere. You know, like they splatter things everywhere, right? So
Yeah.
like, and we know that the wolf was very neatly cut up,
Yes.
right? Bug has like pulled. She like knows where a dry erase board is in the library, and like in the computer section, like very a little too loudly, and just like in the middle of the room is like writing down the things that Lenny is saying. Yes. So, sorry, Cynthia. So, we know it's either Flying Head, Wendigo, or Skinwalker, right? We know Wendigo is the wolf was very neatly cut up, and she draws a wolf head and crosses that. So, we're down to 2.
Down to 2.
Like Flying Head was the other one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You, as you're kind of like going through this, you know that from what you've learned before, the creature that attacked the wolf was humanoid in shape.
So it has a full body.
Has a full body.
Okay.
Is a flying head just a flying head?
Sure is.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I think that like Bug did not take that for certain and Lenny like had to point in the same way that you did that. And we're like, Bug's like, I don't know. Let Google it. Search it again.
The flying head is just a head bug. Flying head is just a bug. Just a bug.
Okay.
Just
All right.
a
I didn't
head.
want to assume that from the name.
Right.
Praying mantises don't pray.
I mean, they kind of look like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's That's beautiful art there in that interpretation, Lenny. You really.
Thank you. I'm channeling my inner praying mantis.
Yeah.
We're getting off track, though.
So yeah, so she crosses that one out and she looks at it and is like, So if those 2 are eliminated, eyes to the soul. I think she looks at Lenny, like eyes real big, and it's like, I think it's a Skinwalker.
I think it's also the Skinwalker.
The cicada of monsters.
Shedding their skin. Shall we call the boys?
The boys.
The
What if they're? Yeah, we gotta go quickly. They don't know. It could be anyone, and they could be talking to. They could be skinwalked themselves.
Okay, so I'll call Virgil, and when he answers, I want it just to be like us just yelling incoherently of what the information that we found at Virgil. Just like, I think this is what
Tell
it's.
him.
The thing was cut up neat, and it's not that. So we found out that it's a Skinwalker.
Go, Skinwalker.
How long did that take? Because I'm curious what the time frame difference is like.
Yes, we will get to this phone conversation and what the boys have been up to after the break.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Yes, we are halfway through this episode, guys, already.
Man.
I love it so much. So thank you everyone for the gifted sub. You guys are amazing. Thank you to my players for hanging out with us and dealing with all of this nonsense. Josh, you are amazing. I want to punch you. You're so nice. We're going to go on break and we're going to be back in 5 to 10. So don't go nowhere.
Yes.
And we'll see you.
Wait, real quick, because I do it.
Okay.
I feel like he deserves another one.
Oh, well, yes, Lauren, do your thing. Lauren's going to do your thing.
Anyways, thank you, Joshua, again, for all those new subs on this new day. We appreciate you so much and your support for us.
And Mecca.
And Mecca. Always Mecca.
And Pug.
And Pug. Everybody. Y'all get a shout out tonight. Thank you.
Woo!
Oh, it's amazing that you have a stadium here. Just
I know. We should get like a applause button.
That doesn't have a
How about an air horn?
All right, well, we will be right back. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you at 5 to 10. Don't go no place. Bye. everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I want everyone out there to know that Lauren does a countdown and then goes, shoo.
Yeah, I do.
And she does the wipe,
Incredible.
and it makes me so happy. So thank you guys for hanging out during the break. Thank you for my players for coming back after all the nonsense and having wonderful conversations during our breaks. We're gonna pick back up. We're gonna go back in time and pick back up as the ladies have zoomed off, and the boys are left with the motorcycle. It's Virgil standing there next to a cat.
With bags of Perrier and
With-
ding dongs.
In front of
Yes.
the supermarket, the family standard.
Yeah, so I guess we'll put these in saddlebag here. All of those ding dongs. And how many bottles would you say, just out of curiosity, do you think Broom could hold?
I'm gonna
Maybe-
say 10.
Yeah.
All right, 10
That feels right.
bottles of Perrier. All right. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just start cruising and see if we find anything that looks weird.
All
I'll
right, where
remain
are
a
you
cat
starting?
if that's all right with you.
That's fine by me.
Good. I thought driving around on your motorcycle with a cat would make you feel emasculated. Humans seem to associate felines with the feminine.
I don't know. They're weird. I don't fully understand them.
Of course, you don't fully understand them.
But anyway.
Broom seems to take offense to that and gets quiet.
Yeah, so then I guess we'll go in the direction of Jacob first. I think that's the best bet.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go that general vicinity where we know he went.
Okay. So you have the area to search there is the residence, the housing complex over there. You have the main street, which is what this is currently off of. And you have to the right, it's sort of towards the hospital and the main part of town.
Okay.
I could try to follow the scent of blood. I could turn into a dog. You could walk me.
I mean,
You could
if
walk me all around.
If you think that it'll help. I
It
mean,
might.
so far, listen, you're doing a great job when it comes to finding things with this magic. It's been working really well. So I can't fault you there.
Good,
Other
thank
than
you.
the instance of not asking about the person we were asking about.
Well, I thought I was, but
You know what?
sometimes I don't correctly synthesize information from above.
I believe me, if anybody gets that, it's me.
Yeah.
So, all right, yeah. If you think that that'll help, we really don't have. We're
I
it's a shot in the dark
actually
here.
would just. It wouldn't really be magic. I mean, I guess me turning into the dog is magic, but dogs just have a good sense of smell.
I mean, if you think your dog senses will help, let's go with that.
Yes, I get a +1 when I try to investigate a mystery.
Well, you know,
I love it.
that's what we're trying to do here, so
Perfect.
that works out.
Let's go for a walk.
What
All
kind
right.
of dog do you turn into?
I turn into
A newt.
I turn into a newt. I turn into a large, one of those great big poodle Great Dane crosses. I turn into one of those, and it's gray, and it's sort of ghostly looking and distant like me.
A granadoodle?
Yes,
A groodle.
a
You're
groodle.
me,
A Dane doodle. A doodle. It's a doodle.
Ding,
Oh,
ding,
no,
ding,
you know
doodle.
what I saw one
It's a
time? There was me and my girlfriend saw one that was a Bernese mountain dog crossed with a poodle, and it's called
Oh.
a Bernedoodle, and I turned into one of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I doxed at one of
Interesting.
those. Just, fun fact about me.
They're very cute.
And
All right, head cannon.
We will go for a walk. I'll let the dog's nose guide us here.
All right.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and roll
Walk me.
and investigate a mystery.
Let's do it. Walk me on a leash, you big old angel. That's a fun thing to say to people.
I mean, it is
Investigate
a thing
a
it is
mystery.
a thing that is said.
Yes, please.
So
What
It
do
has
I
been
add?
said. You're gonna add roll plus sharp, please.
Plus sharp. And as a shapeshifter, I gain +1 forward to investigate a mystery when using an alternate form superior senses.
Yes, you do. Let's go.
Oh dear. Snake
no.
eyes.
Oh no!
Is that like a critical failure or something in this game?
It kind of is.
It seems like it should be. I rolled double
yes.
ones +3, so 5.
Well,
That's better.
so you can use luck for this if you'd like. Your luck
yes,
special.
I have special luck.
When you spend luck, your monster side gains power. Your curse may become stronger, or another breed disadvantage might manifest.
Oh,
Wow.
dear.
So if you're willing to risk it.
I'm willing to risk it. Let's do it.
Nice.
And I'm just this nose isn't working. Hang on. I have to do it harder.
All right. The nose knows.
So I mark luck.
Yep, I already
Change.
marked it for you. Sorry.
Oh, you did it. Oh, there it is. Perfect.
All right.
I do it.
You've done it. So now you've rolled a 12.
Oh,
Look at that.
Look at that.
You get to hold 2. Do you have the investigate a mystery sheet pulled up?
No. Yes. One moment. Here it
Hold,
is.
please.
Yes. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it
You
going
only
to do?
asked one.
What is being concealed here?
You can see that's 2, right? 2?
Yes. Oh, yes. You can ask 2.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to ask questions that seem related to asking what can hurt it. Doesn't seem like I would get that from smelling blood as a dog.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Does it? I'm just going to say, since I'm trying to figure out direction, I'm going to ask, what happened here?
All right. There is a question that says, where did it go?
Oh, there it is.
If you want.
Where did it go? That's better. What happened here? It went. And where did it go?
All right, you can keep your hold too. So if you want to just ask one question now and then you go on later, you can ask another question later as well. So
all right,
that's an option.
I guess I'll bank one then.
All right. Where did it go? Your droopy little nose starts to sniff on the ground. You didn't get it at first. Your nose was still adjusting into this form. So it takes you a second. All you can smell is the dirt and then like the leather from Virgil's boots. But then you start really like getting the knick-knack, the nitty-gritty of the scents around you. You're kind of picking and choosing. And you come across a leaf that has this blood on it. And you kind of sense this scent flying through the air. It's very it's not very strong right now. It's very pale. But you can start following it towards the housing district.
Yes. It went this way. Come along, Virgil. And bring the ding-dongs. They're for everyone.
I will just like grab one of the bags of ding-dongs and just following along here.
All right. You guys walk down the street. You're able to, this is a neighborhood, so they have nice sidewalks. I was like, walking paths. That's not the word I'm looking for.
It's not inaccurate. You're good.
This is sort of more of the suburban housing. There's the 2-story buildings. There's some ranches, but it's more like newly built. This lot was probably, renovated like 12 years ago or something like that. They're not very old buildings. But you're able to follow this scent. And you see as you're walking, Virgil, the police officer, you saw Tack's car coming into this area a little bit ago, and you see it leaving, and you see Tack in the front seat, and he, the chief, he kind of sees you, and you see him, He kind of stops and like looks at you, looks down at the dog, gives a nod, and continues driving.
All right.
And you
Following
follow.
this dog.
Yep. You follow this scent all the way to a house. In the backyard, the scent kind of stops there.
Right.
Is this it?
Seems like it stops here. I'm going to. Can I use my second question by
Yes, you
continuing
may.
to smell?
Yes.
Sort of will smell around and use my dog senses to try to figure out what is being concealed here.
Ooh, good question. Okay. So you are looking at where are you specifically? Did you go into these people's backyards, or are you kind of outside the house, like on the sidewalk?
I will say I will follow my doggy instincts to answer this question to any location they take me to.
All right. Virgil, this
I do
dog
not-
is taking well.
Yeah, I do not recognize the natural bounds of man
That's
or
fair.
woman or anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me either. So I'm
Okay.
on board.
All right. You guys start to move to the back of this building, this house, where the scent is the freshest. You kind of get bogged down in like trying to continue this single scent line, and it stops at the back door, and you can kind of peek in. You're trying to see what's going on, but you do you kind of pick up the scent again, but it's different. You smell blood, but different blood.
Oh, there's blood in this house. Oh, I just know it.
Well, I mean, I guess that we found what we're looking for. Maybe.
I think when when Broom talks, when he's in animal form, it's the animal makes whatever their natural sound is, but the person I'm communicating with understands it as words.
I like that.
Well,
Good. So as long as we all know that.
yeah, that's good. I'm talking to this dog. That's fine. I feel it makes me look cooler.
What should I do?
Talk to
Should I
dogs.
run around? You could knock on their door and ask them if they've seen me.
Yeah, you want to do that? That sounds like a great idea.
All right.
Unless it goes horribly wrong.
Unless it goes horribly wrong. And then don't worry. I'll help you.
Oh, good. I feel so reassured.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go to the front door. And I
Okay.
will just like,
All right. You knock on the door. It is a quiet neighborhood. There's not a lot going on. You see one car drive by as you're standing here. The house seems pretty quiet and nobody answers the door.
just check the lock real quick. Just like a quick check, see if it's unlocked.
The front door is locked.
Okay. And I will walk
But
around.
you were around back and there was a sliding glass window back there.
Okay.
Rainer.
I will walk around back then and see, is Broom still back over there?
Yeah.
Or are you just like doing loops?
Yeah, I'm like digging in the backyard.
I was just picturing him like, what do dogs do? And like kind of walking around, like
Yes.
scratching at something, walking
Yes,
over
exactly.
there.
Just doing bored
Leaning
dog
down.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll just be
Sniffing
like,
the fence.
yeah, I'll be like, well, no one answered. Front door is locked, but there is this sliding glass door here.
I bark, but it's just a bark.
Got it. I don't know. You want to try going in?
Sure.
All right, go up to the sliding glass door. See if it slides open.
Slides open.
Well, that's maybe fortuitous. And I guess I'm gonna step inside this house.
All right. Do you make yourself known? Or are you doing this stealthily?
See, I could say I would do it stealthily and then roll, and then I will fail, and then I will be announced.
There is no stealth roll. I'm
That's
just
fine.
asking.
I would fail it. Is the point? There's blood. The only thing we have on here is there's blood in this house. So I feel like that's not a thing where you want to be like, "Hey, potential killer, I'm here." So no, I will attempt to do this with a modicum of stealth.
All right, perfect. You start moving through this house. They have a beautiful little island kitchen, the very white tile. There's like a little breakfast area, a breakfast nook, because I want one, and I just like how they sound.
At this point, I will look at my phone and I will put it on vibrate. I'll put it back in my pocket.
What a smart man over here.
What a smart.
Wow.
He's played
games
before.
I've
Wow.
seen
Oh my God.
every one of these. I know how this
Incredible.
goes.
This is straight from the Divine Handbook, where
Yeah, right?
only angels get away with this kind of shit.
You've ruined my plans.
I saw
I
the
was
plan
just-
coming, and I was like, "That's going to be awesome when we get that call."
Yep. This ain't my first rodeo.
Nailed
It
it.
truly
I
is not.
love-
Yeah, it truly is not Virgil's
Do you
first
gain
rodeo.
experience for
Yeah.
that, or what?
I mean, I succesuced. That means I don't
That's
get
it.
experience.
That's the, yeah,
All right.
you've done it. You won the game. That's it. We're done. Thanks for hanging out.
Unfortunately for you, skinwalkers can feel vibrations.
Yeah.
Even
Probably.
They
the
have true
slightest
sight.
one.
You
All right, so
start
there's a
moving-
breakfast nook and it's beautiful. And
Yes,
it's what
it's a
LB
beautiful
wants.
breakfast nook. Let me have it. And yeah, you can kind of move through into the family room, which is in the front of the house. And then you see that there is like stairs to downstairs. There's stairs upstairs, and there is there's a restroom on this level.
Okay, there was clearly the smell of blood. Is there the
Yes.
presence of blood anywhere that
You
I
do
can
not
see?
see any blood here.
Okay. Oh god, and I'm like, well, it's
Do
probably...
I smell any? Is there any difference in smell as a?
Yes, as
As a
soon as the
dog?
door was opened, you notice that the scent got stronger. And as a dog, you can tell that the scent is coming from upstairs.
It's coming from upstairs.
Really? Not the basement.
I know, weird.
This is
Maybe
so
it's one of
strange.
your people.
Maybe. I really
They
hope
hate
not.
the basement.
Oh,
I hope
that-
not too.
Well, and I gesture at the stairs, shall we?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. We're doing this. I'm on
Okay.
board.
Should I stay a dog, or should I turn into something else?
I don't know. Is one better than the other for
Well-
fighting or for whatever's gonna happen? I don't know.
I have a gun. I don't think the dog could use it. Maybe we could try that. A dog with a gun.
Like,
Yes, I'm going to take my natural form, but I'm going to be sort of incorporeal and misty and
Love
difficult
it.
to see.
Describe it for me one more time.
My dog form just turns into mist and coalesces into this short, very long-limbed, long-fingered. It's like a fairy with long, pointy ears, but pointed teeth
Mhm.
and big, dewy eyes.
I love it. Who's going up the stairs first? What's the marching order here?
oh, that's not a question that I want, LB, but I'll go first. That's what the cool guy does. He goes
It's true.
first.
That is what the cool guy does.
Yeah.
And I'll just confirming out of not just we were following a trail of blood. Did we know if this was I don't know if we can distinguish or you
Mm.
can distinguish humanoid versus whatever. Because I think
Yeah.
we're following the other thing with the eyeballs is my interpretation, but I'm just
Mhm.
wondering.
You know that you were following like it for I mean, I don't know how much Broom has smelled blood before, but it smelled humanish. It
Okay.
looked red in color. Again, like I said, it seemed like it was like a random drop from something, but it wasn't like a steady stream. It was kind of like very sparse.
Okay.
It's just some random blood.
Because all I can
we're just at some poor hemophiliac's house.
Yeah.
because all I can think of is you are looking terrifying, and we're about to like what? And it's just like somebody who like cut their hand like working on their car, and then a mist goblin walks in the room, and we're like, oh,
how's it going?
Yeah.
Got any LaCroix?
All right. So yeah,
That's
that's because I had ideas too, and I was like, oh, this might be a person.
Mm-hmm.
There's more explaining to do. All right, let's do it. We're going up the stairs.
All right. You go up the stairs, Broom. You kind of can still smell it. I mean, blood is very iron based.
Yes.
So
God,
it is
right.
it kind of stings the nostrils as you're going. And Virgil, as you make your way up the stairs, there are a few open doors, but sort of at the end of the hallway is a closed door. So are you gonna like systematically go to each door and like?
Oh yeah, if
check
we're this being me being not unfamiliar with this, we are absolutely in the room. Check the corners, clear each room, shut the door behind us, so that if something is in there, it's got to open a door. We are in hunting mode right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
God, thank God we have somebody who is good at this.
Yes, it's
The
true.
dice still determine things. Don't count me out yet.
Well, I would say let me rephrase. Thank God Ted, the human being, is good at playing this game.
Yes. I feel like you're diminishing the narrative value of my ding-dong scene, and frankly, I resent it.
I'm not devaluing. I'm just saying,
Just kidding.
balance. We gotta have.
Yeah, we
we
need
can
someone
fuck
who's
around
good.
as long as we
Well,
have Ted.
again, we're keeping I would say slightly more serious tone because we're this more schlocky. There's obviously a ding dong, and then you throw the things at people. Like that's how that would go. But I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
Just to establish this, you still are holding a bag of ding-dong.
Oh yes, I absolutely am. It is 100%.
I like this visual.
It is a thought that I have had that I would do that, but then I'm like, this is my only way to like parlay us out of like, oops, this is a ding dong
Treat?
salesman.
I also imagine that
Just a very
Broom has.
aggressive ding-dong salesman.
I also imagine that Broom has like drank at least half of the fizzy water, so you have like empty Perrier
Perrier
bottles in
bottles.
here as
Yeah,
well.
just
Like,
clinking
trail
around.
I can
the
just,
stairs.
I can just
Yeah.
keep drinking it.
Yeah.
You guys get about halfway down this hallway. You've gone into 2 rooms and you've closed a bathroom door at this point. Well, you've closed the doors behind you, but you've 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. I'm picturing a bunch of doors. I don't know why. But as you close the bathroom door, you guys you hear like a cracking noise, like someone's like kind of cracking their back. And then you see the door at the end of the hallway open. And a face peers out. It is a middle-aged woman with sort of a dusty blonde hair that is sort of falling on her sides. And she, like, a little bit wide-eyed, looks out into the hallway. What do you want?
I as soon as we hear the crack, I merge into the wall.
Perfect. So it's just Virgil in this hallway.
I
don't know why that's worse, but that feels worse.
does feel slightly worse. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, just oh boy. And I'll just be like, yeah, we're bringing around ding dongs for everybody who's part of the search party.
Why are you in my house?
I don't want to push the bounds of my shape shifting because we haven't totally stipulated it. But can I take the form of a specific person?
I would say, I mean, you can. I think it's your interpretation of the person.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily like one for one, you look exactly like them, but you could be like, all right, well, I know that Bug kind of looks like this. And like, they're humans. They kind of all look alike. So there's going to be some differences, but I mean, yeah, you can definitely try.
All right.
stepping out of the back doorway is going to come Uncle Chief
Oh, nice.
in a
Oh,
police uniform.
all right. She is kind of just like, you don't really see a lot of expression on her face, and she like looks from you to the chief of police and back. Why are you in my house?
We had a reason to believe that one of the missing campers had come through here. Have you seen anything like that?
No, please leave.
Can I like read her at all?
You
Is that something I can do?
you
I'm
can
probably
definitely
not good at
read
that,
a
but-
bad situation.
Oh,
Read a
I
bad
would
situation.
also like to do that because I'm stellarly bad at it, so it won't change anything. But
I
maybe
need
this
one.
is.
I need
Okay.
one of you to roll for the
All right.
reading a bad situation. One of you can
Broom
help.
suggested it, so Broom, you got this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
What am I?
That is roll plus
plus
sharp,
sharp.
please.
Oh, all right. That's a 6.
That is a 6. A 6 is a failure. Ted, would you care to help?
Yeah, remind me what I need to do to help.
Yep, you are going to roll plus, I think, cool. Yeah, roll plus cool. On a 10, you grant them +1. On a 7 to 9, you get them +1, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Oh, brilliant. Here goes.
Let's go, champ.
7.
7. All right, so you are able to get that +1, which means Broom is able to get that. You
So
can,
a 7. All right.
yes, you can roll from, or you can read from the list. And
right.
Ted, you got the partial success, so you also expose yourself to trouble or danger, and that will come up in a moment.
See,
Sure it will.
I'm going to ask.
It doesn't have to be from this list, but something
it's
along
somewhere.
those lines.
It feels like somewhere between two of these,
Okay.
which is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed, and what's
Yeah.
the biggest threat?
Agreed.
I'm gonna go with what's the biggest threat.
All right. So coming into
Or
this house,
no, that feels like it would be asking something else. I'm gonna say, are there dangers we haven't noticed?
sure. So you came into this house smelling a lot of blood. There is a woman standing in front of you who doesn't seem to be distressed in any way, especially with Virgil standing in her house. And she is kind of leaning out of this door, and you haven't seen anyone else here. And you know that the blood is coming from upstairs. And you haven't found it yet.
I'm just gonna sort of, okay. You here alone, ma'am?
Yes.
Well, we've almost finished searching the house, so if you don't mind, if we'll just take a quick look in this room and make sure the boy's not here.
You don't belong
We'll be
here.
in our way. Oh, we have permission to be here, ma'am.
No, you don't.
Like I said, it'll just take a moment. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna walk towards her down the hallway.
Okay. She doesn't seem to react in any sort of like scared or nervous fashion.
I will follow so many steps behind Broom as we make our way there, as he makes his way up to old lady.
As you get closer to the door, she kind of stands up a little taller and she says, "You're not the chief."
Can I see past her at this point if I'm like between
Yes.
if she's between
Yeah.
the room and myself?
Yeah, you're a little bit taller than she is. You can see in the room, it's dark. The lights are out and the curtains have been drawn. The bed is a bit like messed up, like, and you know, there might be figures in there. Hard to tell from here. It's pretty dark.
Oh, can I like see in the dark? I'm a monster.
I'm a monster, but you
But
have human
monster.
eyes right now.
That's true. I'm just gonna smell and try to remember what it was like when I was a dog. I'm gonna sniff the air.
Ah, yes, when I was a dog. I mean, you have that Fey ability to sort of like, I mean, you know when iron is present.
Yes.
It is a big thing for you, and it's important for you to know that this is definitely coming from this room.
Does the air spell smite? Oh, does the air spell? Oh, nope, never mind. Nope.
Nope.
Ma'am, you're interfering with a police investigation. You really should step out of the way.
Sure. She opens the door and sort of like puts her back to the door and allows you to look inside.
I don't go in. Yeah, we look in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going
Okay.
in.
Yeah. You see inside there is, as the light from the hallway and outside the sunlight coming in, you see the bed sheets are slightly messed up. There is a figure in the bed, and as you kind of take a second, the light, you can focus better now that the light is in there. There does seem to be there's probably a fresh pool of blood right there on that bed.
Okay.
The woman in the bed, you notice, does have very blonde hair and is in her underwear.
Gotcha. Okay.
The woman standing in the doorway looks to Broom, who is as Chief Hailstorm, and she says, "You aren't the chief."
And you're not alone.
Am I?
Who's this?
I don't know her name yet.
Well, I think we've seen enough here.
Then go.
All right, hang on one sec.
I'm going to sort of look to Virgil like, this is now in your territory.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. And I'm going.
The sweaty palms, I feel like on this call right now are just like, I can feel them.
No, I'm looking at what I want to do because I have some things.
Sweet.
So I'm going to say, well, ma'am, I don't really think that that's an option anymore. And because it's a thing I could do, I'm going to just manifest into my hands this flaming sword that I have.
Do it. Has Broom seen this before?
No,
Yes.
Broom said, oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm going to say no. And Broom says,
Yeah, I know Lenny and Bug have because I used it to save them from the deer. But so the way I'm going to say is this is almost like...
that's right, because that happened where you saved us from the deer, and then we found Broom.
And then we found Broom, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say basically like sort of almost like tearing into the fabric of reality into like an extra dimensional sort of space is kind of just like reaching in and pulling out this, I guess like a standard style long sword that is kind of wreathed in, as I've stated before, black fire because that's cooler. So, and it's just like, and then I guess this is the thing. We're going to fight a old lady or whatever. I don't know.
She's middle-aged. Jeez.
All right. Well, so am I. They're rich. So whatever. We're going for it.
Do I have any way to intuit her true nature?
In what way?
Like, Broom feels like this is not a human.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Virgil's made that decision. So
Right. I mean, like, right, for sure. Virgil's made that decision
with a
Broom-
sword. Yeah.
Broom agrees, but I don't know, I'm not really a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do have a gun that I bought.
That's true. You do.
And you're dressed as a cop, so it's not out of place.
That's right. True. That is true. You can surmise from this situation. You've never seen a human act like this. Virgil summons his sword, and she takes a step back, but does not react in a surprised manner or any manner at all. She just kind of has her hands off to her side.
I mean, I guess what I want to do would be investigate a mystery.
Sure.
Since, we're confronted with something very strange. Yeah, sort of look at the woman and look at her with my fairy vision. Yeah. Now, I get +1 to investigate a mystery when using an alternate form superior senses. And I am taking the form of a chief of police.
That's true. Tact is pretty cool.
I am joking, though.
I'd give it to you.
Expect you to.
No, yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
I don't get this many years in the force if you don't have an eye for this kind of thing.
Exactly. Nailed it.
All right.
Superior senses is detective novel.
Yes.
That's an 8.
An 8. All right. That is a mixed success. So go ahead and hold 1. What do you want to ask?
Okay. What sort of creature is it?
Wonderful question. Virgil, you Broom, in this sort of moment, you have a slow motion realization as you are looking at this woman before you. Virgil is like in the moment of summoning their flaming sword. Your eye line goes from this woman standing before you. And since you're smaller, you're kind of at eye level with the bed. And you look at the woman on the bed and you kind of see through her hair that is covering her face, and you can see her expression and her facial structure. The woman on the bed looks exactly like the woman standing before you. Like you can do that, not this well.
Right. I pull out my gun.
As I stride forward towards this woman that I've already made my judgment call on, I would like to attempt to kick some ass, which is the thing. See, I'm learning the
yes. Do it. Kick some ass.
All right. Come on, dice. Don't screw me over this time. Here we go. 12.
Holy bajoli.
That's
right.
One thing. We're doing it.
This is what I have. This is all I have. All right.
I would like to inflict terrible harm as an option.
Hell
right?
yeah. Yes. So when you kick some ass, in general, you roll plus tough. In general, you trade blows when you have, because you're fighting someone, and I don't roll anything. So this is what we do. So you trade blows. So you take harm, they take harm. Equal to what you do. You can, on a 10 plus, you can choose an extra effect by either getting the advantage for someone else, so give +1 forward for yourself, or someone else inflict terrible harm, which is a +1 harm, or you suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them to where you want them. Those are sort of the things that you can do while you're in combat. What does your weapon, what are the tags on your weapon right now?
Okay, they are 3 harm,
Mm-hmm.
hand, fire, and holy.
Okay.
However, one of my moves is smite, which my divine weapon counts as a weakness against the monsters that I fight.
Damn.
Ooh. Like that.
This is one thing, guys. One thing. We're doing the one thing.
This is what I got. All right.
I truly love when the dice tell the story, and then it's just like you fail the whole time until you get to whip out your sword, and then you just kick absolute ass. Yeah.
Yeah. So all of those things and the 12 on the die. So that's what I'm going with.
Perfect. So you slash down your great flaming sword into this creature. She takes a step back, and as you are coming down with this blow, you see her fingers cracking, and you realize that her hands are shaping it's like a 1,000 people cracking their knuckles, and you can see her fingers elongating and her nails becoming razor sharp. Her jaw unhinges with a loud crack, and her teeth become sharp. Her eyes don't change expression. Her face doesn't become angry or upset or anything. It is just this elongation. Your sword slashes down into her, and she gives off this wail that you have not heard before. It is, I would say it's halfway between a child screaming and if you've ever heard a small dog yelling, very similar to that. She coils back, but as she does, she rakes her nails across your arm as it's coming down from the blow. You're going to take 2 harm from that. And she sort of coils back into there is a bathroom door behind her, and she, looking at the 2 of you, she cowers with this gash on her shoulder. It seems to be festering and burning into her shoulder, and she kind of looks at you, Virgil, and looks at you, Broom. And Broom, she says to you, "Traitor," and then she is going to bail into the bathroom, and you hear the sound of glass shattering.
Can I ask you 2 clarifying questions, please?
Yes.
As an advanced kick some ass with a 12
That's
plus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there I hear it. Oh my god. It's
So like it's right here.
Horrifying noise. A small dog yelling.
There's a possum.
With the 12, the advanced kick some ass thing. Is that a thing?
Oh, you have it advanced?
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry. Did you?
Well, I rolled a 12.
Upgrade?
It says advanced success, so that's what I'm going
Okay,
off of.
so you can advance moves.
Okay.
Which is like
that's later on.
That's when you level up. Yeah.
That's fine. So that answers that. And I have divine armor of 1, so that harm goes down to 1. Correct.
Correct. Yes. Unless
this is not
I say
just a fancy suit. It is
So
also
cool.
divine
No,
armor.
it's nice.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So no, unless I say ignore armor, always take your armor. Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So then that answers that. I take the 1 damage. They take that damage, and then they jump out the window. Cool.
Yes. Your
I'm
pocket starts vibrating.
Of course it does. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do like one of like I'm running towards the bathroom, and I'm gonna do like one of these, like like phone in the ear,
Cool.
like trying to look out the window where this thing went.
Absolutely.
You need to get one
Lauren.
of those Bluetooth earpieces.
Yeah.
I do need a Bluetooth, but I
That's
don't know
the
what
next
that is.
step for
So,
Lauren, you're calling Virgil. The phone picks up.
and I'm just like, hello, and you hear me like run, like I'm not out of breath, but I am running, and like there's clearly like movement happening.
And then is this our incoherent yelling
Yes.
back at him?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm just, oh great.
Luke Skinwalker.
Yes.
And I'm just like, and then I want to, as I'm holding the phone to my ear, I want to, like you said, it jumped out the window. I want to like look out the window.
You look out the window, you see it like scrambling to its feet, and it starts running down the street.
Okay. And I'm going to just like try
Should
to
I follow it?
I mean, I'm going to say like, yeah. And I'm going to like try to beat feet back down the stairs into the street. As I hit the street, I will like sword away. So I'm not running down the street, you know, sword on fire here.
I don't know. You riding a motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we still on the phone with each other?
Yeah, yes. I'm still doing this, and his Broom's just like, "What should I do?" I'm like, just like getting yelled at in the ear as I'm like,
I'm going to jump out the window and turn into a bird in midair and fly in the sky after the creature.
You do this, Virgil. As you make it to the street, you kind of see like the neighborhood like coming out the doors. Like, what's going on? Like. It's mid-afternoon there. I guess it's kind of evening time now. It's about dinner time. And people are just like interested in what's going on.
I was going to say, do they see this weird lady with a festering wound running down the street?
Yes. So
Okay.
they can see this woman running down the street. There is blood coming from her shoulder. They see you chasing after her. Nobody really pays attention to the bird flying, but you both give pursuit on this creature. It's pretty fast, but Broom, you are definitely able to keep up with it. You see her get to sort of the end of the street and like look, and she books it right back towards the trees.
Okay.
So you guys on the phone,
Yeah.
what is this conversation?
So after we
Yeah,
yell,
yeah,
it's a skinwalker!
Skinwalker! Skinwalker!
What does that mean? I mean, we're fighting it right now. What does it mean? How do we beat it?
I don't know that yet. All we know is what it is.
Okay, it's scary and it hurts a lot, but I stabbed it and we're chasing it right now into the woods.
You stabbed it?
He's so cool. He's so cool.
You're so good job. Which way is it
Tell me
going?
cool.
Do you want us to come there?
I don't. Sure, I don't know. If you figure out what it's weak to, bring that. I'll just keep running.
Where are you?
And I'll be like, I mean, this is what is this like?
The Sunnyside Acres. I don't know.
We're leaving
That's
the
it.
Sunnyside Acres.
Acres.
I don't know, and we're heading towards the woods.
Do you need our help? Because that will make me feel better about myself as a person.
Listen. Anything will help. This thing is just crazy. There's dead bodies and blood everywhere, and I'm running down the street saying this into the phone.
Right, but I need it to not be anything. I need it to be me. Can you say? Do you?
Yes, Bug. I need your help. Come,
okay, thank you.
both of you, Bug, Lenny. We need your help.
Lenny.
If you can find out the weakness, bring that too.
Okay. And so on the phone, I'll be like, maybe we should do a little more research. Figure out what it is. What could hurt it.
You're right. Before he's chasing him, but before we go, we should read more books. You're right, Lenny. You're so smart.
And I'll be like, all right, bye. And I'll just like hang up and keep running.
We're still like muttering to each other, like, should we figure out what hurts it, or should we just go? What should we do?
I don't know.
Are you guys okay? What's going? You have a lot of volume going on at the library.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Cynthia, it's a skinwalker.
Uh-huh.
We figured out
Is
what
it?
our hypothetical question was. We figured out it was
Okay.
a skinwalker.
Okay.
We
Scary.
we just got a little excited, a little, you know. We just wanted to tell a friend about it. You know, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
We're okay.
totally.
Cynthia, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Hypothetically, if you were a skinwalker and you killed two little boys in the woods, would you come out of the woods as one of those boys and then go and find the boy's sister and then murder her too and then go into town and then murder someone else? Would you do that hypothetically as a skinwalker, Cynthia?
Well, me personally, probably not.
Why? Because
Yeah.
you're a nice and sweet person and would never be a skinwalker? You gotta think about the perspective of the skinwalker, Cynthia.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to put myself in that scenario, especially when you're yelling at me, Bug.
I'm sorry, I'm excited.
I know. Do you want a soda?
No, the caffeine just gets me going.
Okay.
Okay, so what should we do? Should we research more and figure out what could harm it, or should we just go to their aid?
I grab Lenny by the face and I look her right in the eye with my huge, just like, even Lenny, who loves me, probably is a little creeped out by the terror that she sees, or like the weirdness that she sees in my eyes. And I go, Lenny, the only thing that I know is that only you can make this decision. I am bad at these things, and I need you to decide for me so that I feel safe.
Okay.
No pressure.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't think we would actually be too much help if we went there, because we don't have a lot of skills in this situation. Virgil has his flaming sword, and Broom is Broom.
Another worldly being with
Yes.
a gun.
I think
Yeah.
I think we need just a little more so we can have a little bit of an advantage.
I do have a jar, I say, and I pull out like a glass mason jar that I have for catching bugs. But I think you're right. I think with the evidence of jar versus gun and otherworldly being, that we should maybe read. We're good at reading. She says, like taking deep breaths.
Yes, we are the research. We are the research duo. This is what we do. This is how we help. So we're going to go back to the computer and try and figure out what harms a skinwalker, or what disadvantages it has.
You're so smart.
Thank you.
Maybe can we find out how to know if someone's a skinwalker? Because like I might be a skinwalker. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll also do that, but we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Lenny, you control F and just type in the word kill on this article you're reading, and you come across a sentence that say they could only be killed with a bullet or knife dipped in white ash.
White ash. White ash. That's what can harm them. Where do we get white ash, Bug?
Isn't all ash gray?
I don't know. I don't really play with fire that much.
Let's burn a bunch of things right now, and we can find if different color things turn into different color ashes.
Yes.
Everyone thought I was stupid for buying those cigarettes, but who's laughing now?
Cynthia, do you have a lighter?
You're not lighting anything on fire in here.
Yes, of course. We'll go outside. We'll
Hypothetically, do you have a lighter?
No, Bug.
We could just go get a lighter.
There's the gas station right there.
Yeah, there's a gas station. We can just go pick up a lighter and bring whatever stuff we have in the van. Because I would assume that since I have a big van, one of those big vans, we would just have lots of just random stuff in there to burn. So we can go to the convenience store, get a lighter, and then just like start frantically burning stuff like in the parking lot, trying to figure out what makes white ash, I guess.
I love this.
Yeah, we're in our 20s and we own a van. There's absolutely a bunch of random
Just a bunch of random crap in there.
All right. You guys you book it outside to the convenience store. Back to Team Chase. Broom, you're flying over. You're doing aerial surveillance, watching this woman creature thing run into the woods. Again, she's pretty fast. Virgil, she's sort of getting some distance on you, but you can see Broom up ahead of you in the air flying, and you can kind of navigate through that. She weaves through houses and heads to the forest. Once she feels like she has gotten, I mean, this is going to be like a 5-minute chase sort of thing, which is a long time if you're running. But she kind of, when she feels like she's gone far enough ahead, she's going to sort of stop and rest with her back up against a tree. She's sitting on the ground where you can see her holding her shoulder and again, there's no confusion, there's no pain on her face, but she is looking at it. She's returned to sort of the human looking form that she had before, and she is attempting to stop the bleeding. And
Probably
you see it is very thick. Yeah, it's very thick and like a viscous sort of like dark red blood coming from her. That's very clearly not human.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of stay circling above her location.
And I'm chasing the bird right now.
All right.
That's the plan.
That's on you. That's what is the plan?
No, my plan is I have no idea what kills this thing, but I learned that a flaming divine sword does a pretty decent job and makes it run away.
Yes.
So when in doubt, hit it with the sword again. Is the plan.
You follow Broom. I assume you're not being very stealthy in this.
Oh no, I'm like, as soon as we
Mm-hmm.
get into the woods, like swords back out, we're going. Like I'm coming for you, lady.
Yeah,
like that's it.
You kind of see, and Broom, as you can see Virgil getting closer, you can kind of navigate him towards this exact spot. She doesn't get up when you arrive. She's still sitting there, breathing very heavily, and kind of just looks at you as you approach her.
Yeah, and I would just there are no words for this exchange. There is just like walk up till we're about like, I don't know, 10 feet away, and then just kind of like level the sword. at this creature leaning up against the tree.
And the bird flutters down into amongst the trees and watches.
Mm-hmm. She kind of, breathing heavily, looks up at you. We just want a home.
And then I will take off the sunglasses and I will do like one of these into the pocket, and I'll just be like, so what's your plan? You're gonna take the whole town? What do you want? You said a home. What does that mean to you?
We've been living in the woods, in the mountains, scrounging. Well, the humans can live in their cities. Their food is brought to them in trucks and packaged plants. We just want one space that we can call home.
And at this point, I will think back to the visions that I received earlier and the carnage. And does it seem to me that this is the thing that I was potentially from my... Give me some insight there, LB. What do I
Yeah,
got?
absolutely. Like I said, you've seen the end of days many times. The monsters taking over, the world being overrun, humans being wiped out. You saw a lot of blood and carnage, but I mean, the main point was monsters taking over, not just these sort of creatures,
Gotcha.
but monsters in general.
Okay. So I will actively listen to it talk about how it needs a home and humans and blah, blah, blah. And I say, I get that. I really do. But unfortunately, that's not my call to make. And I will just attempt to kick some ass again.
Sure.
And here we go.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll it.
Can I do it twice in a row? Here we go.
Can you? Let's see.
7.
That's a mixed success.
Okay. Let's see. I will go. Yeah, I will go with a mixed success. And again, yeah, that's what I will do.
Yeah. All right. So you slice into her again. Where do you cut her?
I'm going to, when in doubt, head from body, often the best way to
Fair.
go.
Yeah, your blade slices into her neck. You've killed a lot of things. Most unnatural creatures are tougher than humans. I mean, you can easily decapitate a human with this. But your blade kind of gets stuck right about where her spine is. And she doesn't react except to place her hand on yours, and you can kind of feel her nails gripping into your hand. And she doesn't look at you. She looks past you to Broom. And she says, they will never accept us as we are. You're our cousin. You are like us. All we want is a home.
I'm not going around killing people wearing their skin.
We cannot help.
Killing humans. How will they ever... You wish to coexist? And then you act this way?
We cannot help what we need to consume to live. You cannot stop us. Her eyes move back up to Virgil. You won't stop us.
And I'm just like, swords there, and I'm like, I've heard that one before too.
And you are able to pull the sword out of her neck, and you see this viscous blood draining from her body, and she kind of like chokes and smirks up this visceral, and her eyes sort of fade and her body slumps. Her vision moves off into the distance behind you, and she is dead.
Yeah, I still don't care. We are dismembering corpse right now. Like
That's fine.
We are legs, arms, parts are separated.
What
and I'm just like,
what the fuck, man?
Listen, all right.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, no, that's spot on.
Oh, excellent.
And I'll be like, I've done with a lot of weird shit. More often than not, this is a good way to make sure things don't come back. But she also said we, so I feel like there's more.
Yes.
And I feel like I've just painted a target on us because there's one. And I don't know if they can communicate. Either way, we'll wait for the girls to show up. Hopefully they figured out how to kill this thing. In the meantime,
yes,
let's just keep the parts separate. That's the plan.
All right. That's
and
fine.
I would just be like,
do you want to eat a cigarette?
And I'll be like, it feels like I should at this point. This feels like a situation in where that's a thing that you do.
It might help.
And I will light a cigarette at this point off the sword, off the flaming sword, and I'll just
disgusting.
Be
like, that is very cool. That is very.
And I was gonna be like, no one's here to see it. That understands it. I'd be like, I don't know. I feel.
That wasn't
doing.
No,
this.
that was incredible. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna be like, I feel like there's more than, and
yes.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes you get a call to take care of things, and this is the only option. Well, I'm just glad Bug wasn't here to hear that. And I'll say this to Broom too, and I'll be like, listen, you make also a really good point, right? You're doing a pretty good job of coexisting. Eating eyeballs, not a great way to go about it.
Yes, no. Ding dongs only.
And
ding dongs and cigarettes only for me. I'm on the new ding dongs and cigarettes diet.
I'll be like, I left those ding dongs back at that house.
Oh no.
We better go get them or they're going to become evidence. No, we're never going to get to see them again.
It's true. Wait, though.
Anyway, so I'm just going to sit here and smoke this cigarette surrounded by dismembered body parts while I wait for the girls to show up.
She said that we were cousins. I don't know of any cousins that are skinwalkers.
I don't really.
Do you think perhaps one of my parents had a secret family?
And as we zoom out on this conversation, the girls are currently in the parking lot of the gas station.
Lighting stuff on fire.
Lighting stuff on fire.
Inside a van.
Inside of a van. Well, I'm sure you have the back door open for ventilation.
Yes.
You're not dummies. You're
okay.
lighting things on fire. You can see the libraries to your left, like down the road is sort of the street where you guys were, where the convenience store, the grocery store was. And across the street from here is the hospital. And Bug, you kind of are very focused on burning things.
Yeah, I have test tubes with different things that we've burnt and different types of ash. And I'm like,
yes.
I don't know, that one looks more gray, but that one's a little whiter. Yeah.
Lenny, as you are looking at these test tubes, your vision sort of focuses on this, and then you catch something out of the corner of your eye, and you look up, and towards the hospital, you swear you see a blonde-haired girl wearing a dark green polo shirt and khaki pants. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Your girl
I
loves
was
ending
muted, but ooh.
Your girl loves ending on a cliffhanger.
So
Thank you
good.
guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. We do have questions to ask, and I don't have the PDF pulled up, but did we solve the current mystery?
No.
Kind of.
I mean,
Kind of, a little.
I think
A
Did
degree.
did we resolve the mystery?
no.
Well, as far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, yes. Because I only really
figured
thought
out
that
what
there was.
happened to the boys.
That's true. We don't know what happened to the other. I have a good idea that he ain't around anymore, but
Wait, no, I have a question for you, LB.
Yeah.
With that, it's like I messaged Lauren during that, and I was like, holy shit, I got it as a player. Where I was like, I realized what happened, but am I allowed to apply that knowledge to Bug? Like that?
When Bug gets the knowledge that you like, if you think that they could like draw the lines,
Yeah,
then absolutely, yeah,
truly, yeah. I think that with the knowledge that they're shapeshifters, and we know that. Because, like, I, in real life, was like, why would the brother... I was like, is this brother the character that we're after? Like, why would he kill his sister in this situation? And I was like, oh, no, the creature left from the woods, and it took on the brother's form, and the brother... Anyway, so I was, like, so excited about that I couldn't be quiet. I had to mute myself because I was just, like, making noises.
All right. We'll talk about it after. We have to finish the unassessed stuff. Someone has to get to a wine tasting.
Yes.
Did we save somebody from certain death or worse?
No.
I saved Broom.
Yes, Virgil saved me.
That's true. That is true. That is one yes.
Is that one
All right.
yes?
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I feel like Broom learned a lot about
Yeah,
me.
kind of.
That's true. That's
And
true.
I learned that Broom
Broom
may have a
Yeah,
family.
I think Broom learned that maybe he has some sort of kinship with these creatures.
Very nice. All right. If you get 2 answers, everyone mark 2 experience. We got 3 answers, so you mark 2 experience.
Great.
Ted, did you level up this session?
I did, and I've got 1 in the tank for next week. I guess.
did as well?
Does it carry over, right?
No, I get 1 experience because I rolled a 6 or less on something too, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Well, unless it was if somebody helped you
Oh,
to
then never mind.
succeed, then it doesn't count.
Okay.
What if
But
you
if
used
you-
luck?
Sorry,
It probably
okay.
doesn't.
That
count.
also doesn't count. Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So LB, I was at 4,
I don't know why I'm
and if
still
we just
Yeah.
got
Dr.
2,
Voice.
that puts me at 1 now on. for the next
Correct.
track.
And you
Gotcha.
get 1. Yep. Exactly.
Look at us.
Mazel tov.
All right.
Yes.
So why don't we go around real quick and have everybody, thank you so much to my players because I'm putting you through the rigmarole and I love it.
That was such a good session.
I'm having the best time.
I
It's
know.
amazing. Yeah,
I just want to keep playing forever.
I know. Really, this is a thing that I DM on our channel, and I feel like at the end of the session, often people are like, "No, let's keep playing," and I'm like, "Come on, guys!" But this is the first time where I was like, "No, I'm frustrated. I want to keep playing this game so badly." So thank you for letting me not become a
good.
DM and play. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love
All
the
right.
group.
Well, good. I love you guys too. But let's go around and have everyone say how they can find you and what you do, starting with the gorgeous and the strong and the witty Lauren.
Ted. Oh, sorry.
I am Run Reckless. You can find me at Run Reckless on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me here on the LB Hackham channel on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays right now until this is over, and I'm sad. But that is where I am.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much for playing with me. Next up is the amazing, the fun-loving, and the kind Ted.
Oh, hi, Internet. And my name is Ted, also known as Nerd Immersion, your current divine cool guy, murderer of skinwalkers. And yeah, you could find me over on pretty much every social media platform. I have a pretty active TikTok. I do mostly YouTube, though. So I do a lot of stuff about Dungeons and Dragons, D&D news and unboxings and things like that. But I'm currently doing a series over on my TikTok where I have a dice kind of advent calendar. It's a 30-day calendar where there's a new die every day. And somewhere in there is a full set and a bunch of other randos. And they're wildly different. Some of them have seashells inside them. It's crazy. You should come check it out.
Yeah. Very cool stuff. Very happy to have you here. Next up is the zealous, the exceptional, and the stellar Harlan.
Ellis, that's so nice. That's so nice. I love this. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Harlan Kelly. You can usually find me on Mondays, pretty much all the time, DMing a Spelljammer game that we play, that Aaron and I play together. It's Spelljammer in 5e. We have a live soundtrack every week. It's super fun. It's very weird and funny. So come check us out. There we have the social medias. It's better than Heroes. So.
Yeah, it's wonderful stuff. Go check it out. Your production value is incredible.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God.
We have purple eyebrows. Purple
Perfect.
lips.
What were you saying about production value?
I mean, you brought it here this week. Next
you.
up is
My
is
John
the
Waters mustache.
the stupendous, the wise, and the ever funny Aaron.
Thank you. I'm Aaron Urist, and I'm a player. I'm a cast member on Better Than Heroes. You can catch us on twitch.tv/Better Than Heroes, socials, BTHDND, and Better Than Heroes. You can find my personal social medias at Aaron Urist, AronUrist on Instagram and Twitter or Facebook if you want to like message me about QAnon or whatever. I'm a comedian and a writer, and I also do stuff like this, and that's the best.
Thank you very much for all of my players for hanging out with me. I'm LB Hackemup. This is my channel. You can find it live Tuesday afternoons, Thursday evenings, Friday evenings, and one more week for a Saturday evening game. And of course, we have our D&D session on Sunday night. My whole schedule's on Twitter, but I'm so excited about this game. I can't wait for next week because y'all are getting into it. You're exactly where I wanted you to be, and I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
This is just the best
This is
time.
a blast.
Good. So check out all the socials if you're watching this on YouTube. It's all linked in the description. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, whatever you do on YouTube. And that's it for us tonight. So until next time, I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye.